Good morning, teachers and all friends. My name is Gunjan Singh Upadhyay. My class is 3rd D. I tell you one story. My story name is True Friends. Let's start. Once upon a time, 4 friends, namely a sparrow, a deer, a mouse, and a turtle, lived together in a forest. They were very good friends and always played and with each other. One day, while the 4 friends were playing near a pond, they saw a hunter with a big net coming toward them. The deer ran away to the nearby branches to hide himself. The sparrow fly away to the highest branches of a nearby tree. And the mouse hid himself in a small hole at the foot of a nearby tree. The turtle also tried to quickly move back into the pond, but since he walked slowly, the hunter catched and trapped him in his net. They quickly of a plan to save the turtle. The sparrow fly up in the sky to locate where the hunter had gone. Deer went and lay down on the hunter's back. Pretending to be dead, hunter saw the dead deer. He made me very happy on since the big animal he could take back instead of the small turtle. The mouse quickly went toward the turtle, cut the net. The turtle and the mouse then quickly escaped from the place. The turtle thanked his friend for saving him, and the 4 friends live happily together in a forest.
Hello everyone, my name is Keshav. Today I am going to read a story, Jack and the Beanstalk. Once upon a time there was a boy called Jack. He lived with his mother. They were very poor. All they had was a cow. One morning, Jack's mother told Jack to take the cow to market and sell her. On the way, Jack met a man. He gave Jack some magic beans for the cow. Jack took the beans and went back home. When Jack's mother saw the beans, she was very angry. She threw the beans out of the window. The next morning, Jack looked out of the window. There was a giant beanstalk. He went outside and started climbing on the beanstalk. He climbed up to the sky. Through the clouds, Jack saw a beautiful castle. He went inside. Jack heard a voice, fee, fee, foo, fum. Jack ran into a cupboard. An enormous giant came into the room and sat down. On the table there was a hen and a golden herb. Lay, said the giant. The hen laid an egg. It was made of gold. Sing, said the giant. The herb began to sing. Soon the giant was asleep. Jack jumped out of the cupboard. He took the hen and the herb. Suddenly the herb sank. Master, help! The giant woke up and shouted, fee, fee, foo, fum. Jack ran and started climbing down the beanstalk. The giant came down after him. Jack shouted, Mother, help! Jack's mother took an axe and chopped down the beanstalk. The giant fell and crushed to the ground. Nobody ever saw him ever again. With the golden egg and the magic herb, Jack and his mother lived happily ever after. Thank you.
Jungle Book. Once upon a time,
time in the African forest lived all the animals under wild rules of the forest. There was man's tribe living near the forest. One night, the lame tiger of the forest, Sher Khan, decided to hunt the villager for food. He attacked the village with loud roars. Oh, help! Help! Tabaki, the jackal who was his sidekick, was following him. While catching a man, Sher Khan jumped right on the red flower and roared the loudest. Raksha was watching the view sitting outside the cave with the cubs. This coward tiger, hunting the weakest one humans. After all, he is lame. How can we accept him to hunt a deer? Looks like he got nothing but a burned leg. The roaring had stopped, and once again it was silence in the forest. While wolves were talking, they saw a small rustling of bushes. Father Wolf took his position to jump right at it. The man cub! The baby had escaped from the village and crawled to the wolf's cave. Oh, keep him with me and raise him like my cubs. I name him Mowgli. Raksha, I don't think the pack will accept a man cub. Oh, see to it. Tabaki was hiding behind the cave and told the Sher Khan about the man's cub. Hey, 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 hey! Sher Khan immediately reached the cave. That man cub is my prey. Hand over him to me. Go away, you lame coward. He is my kid. And you just don't even dare to touch his hair. Sher Khan, who was injured in fire, left the place after seeing the mother's rage. One day this kid will be under my paws and teeth. Next day they presented Mowgli to the wolf pack. After a long debate and with the consent of Bagheera, the pack accepted the Mowgli. Bagheera and Baloo will teach him the rules of the forest. He must return to his tribe when he grows up. Mowgli grew up in the forest, learning the forest way of living. Ha 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 ha! Baloo taught him all the jungle lore. He taught him to speak animal languages. He also taught him his favorite things, getting the honey and catching the fishes. Ow, 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 ow! While Bagheera taught him the self-defense, he was raised by a man himself, so he kept Mowgli connected to his humanity and instructed him that one day he all have to return to his own kind. Soon Mowgli became fond of the forest. He was loved by his brother wolf cubs. Soon he became friends with all the man village animals in the forest. As the years passed by, Akela, the leader of the pack, was unable to hunt as before. Sher Khan decided to take advantage of her weakness. You young wolves, it's time for you to lead the pack. Remove that Akela from the position. Give him with the man cub, or I will always hunt in your territory and not give you a single bone to eat. The young wolves were told Akela to leave the position. You are cowards if you are giving Mowgli to Sher Khan. I am agreed to step down as a leader, but only if you let Mowgli go. Bagheera heard about this meeting. Mowgli, it's time to show the Sher Khan his place. It's time to fight. But how can I fight him alone? The whole pack is with Sher Khan now. You go to the man's village and get the red flower. The red flower will scare them away. I will better leave the forest now and live with my kind. Mowgli hugged Bagheera and Baloo and cried for the first time in his life. Soon Mowgli was sleeping on Baloo's stomach. They all fell asleep on a tree. The monkey troop saw Mowgli and carried him away. These monkeys were craziest animals in the forest who lived without any laws. When Baloo and Bagheera woke up, they thought that Mowgli must have left for the village. Mowgli carried away through the forest trees by monkeys. Soon he spotted Chil the kite flying around. Mowgli told him in bird talk to inform Baloo and Bagheera. Where the monkeys were talking him, wow 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 wow. Ha ha! Shut your mouth! That's another trick. We want to learn all this trick from you. Chil told Baloo and Bagheera about Mowgli's kidnapping. They have kept Mowgli in the cold years. It is an abandoned city in the forest. Those monkeys are cunning and dangerous. We can't fight them alone. We must ask Kaa for help. They convinced Kaa the snake to come and help them. They all went to the ruins. The monkeys hide Mowgli under a giant dome. He bites and throws Monkey away. But they were so many that he outnumbered soon. Hide in the water pond. I will take care of this crazy animal. Kaa broke the dome where Mowgli was hidden and freed him. Oh, what a delicious meat! And Mowgli left for the village. The villagers were first afraid of Mowgli. This kid come from the forest. He made by an impostor. He can voodoo us. He looks so innocent, child. Why you are making such assumptions? Come, my child, you stay with me. They gave him the job to herd the cattle. Mowgli took his cattle in the canyon where the Shere Khan hid. He rode on one of the buffalo. As they reached the canyon, they were joined the Akela. The cattle come running all day with furry and tripped, stumbled and went over on Shere Khan. The bull crushed Shere Khan in the mud. The buffalo ran over him. It was over. It was the end of the Shere Khan. Yay! Woo! Seeing Shere Khan's skin on Mowgli's shoulders, all the wolves howled loud in triumph. Akela was honored with his louder shape, and Mowgli left the forest. Soon Mowgli found out the Misua was his real mother. The forest and the village lived happily ever after.